Welcome to High School Game Day, brought to you by PNN. I'm Namath Pitts.
It's Rose,
Justin here.
Guys, regular season is finally over. It's our favorite time of the year. The turkeys start coming out. We're getting closer to Thanksgiving, and that means some teams are looking to keep playing until Thanksgiving. And it's round one of the state playoffs, guys. Again, we are going through every single first round pick, and then every single second, and you get the catch. And we're going to be here till December 5th. So we're going to be here all the way till the playoffs end, and then that's it, folks, for the year. But guys, we're going to start in 7A because that's the one really most people look forward to in the state of Alabama. It's probably the biggest games, really. There's some tough ones, and I'm going to start out, I guess I should say, at Theodore. R.E. Lee, Montgomery, 6-4, goes on the road to Theodore, who's 8-2. And guys, Theodore winning their first region championship in a long time, had a big win against, McGill-Tulane, which was a huge upset earlier in the year. I got to go with Theodore, round one over R.E. Lee.
I have to agree with Namath. I got Theodore too. You know, just with Theodore being a better team and them going on the road to play Theodore got it all the way.
Absolutely.
I'm also going with Theodore.
How about Auburn, a team that they had that region championship? It was a lock, and then they turn around and lose to Central Phoenix City in a close one. They've got Fairhope coming in, who's 7-3, not a bad squad really in Class 7A. But when you look at example, Theodore's in Region 1. Auburn's in Region 2, then you see Central Phoenix City's in Region 2, McGill-Tulane in Region 1, so you practically know who's going to be playing in round 2, or at least I do. But I've got Auburn over Fairhope, probably about 40. I mean, it's not going to be much of a game.
I got Auburn over Fairhope.
I also got Auburn over Fairhope.
Maybe Jared Stidham can pull an eagle out of that hat. I don't know. But anyway, Central Phoenix City and Davidson. Is this the same Davidson that Steph Curry played for? Because if that's the case, I give him a little bit of hope. But not this Davidson, unfortunately. Central Phoenix City made by, I don't even know a whole lot.
Yeah, I got Central Phoenix City winning too, just because I heard a lot about them, and I think they're a better team.
Obviously.
Central Phoenix City.
They're the only undefeated team in Class 7A right now, and this team is on fire. But McGill-Tulane and Prattville, that's another intriguing matchup. Prattville's had a team that they've made some statements, and then they've missed on a couple statements, a couple grammar errors, I should say. And McGill-Tulane, they have been perfect, 8 out of 10, so that's a good A+. I don't even know right there, to be honest, guys, but McGill-Tulane wins.
I got McGill-Tulane too.
I also got McGill-Tulane.
Hoover and Bob Jones. Hoover.
Yeah, Hoover easily.
Hoover.
Austin and Mountain Brook. It's really just I should say South section is really a battle of Region 3, Mountain Brook over Austin.
Yeah, Mountain Brook.
This one was hard for me, but I'm also going with Mountain Brook.
James Clemens and Hewitt Trussville. Thompson scrubbed up James Clemens earlier in the year. Hewitt Trussville's going to do the same thing.
Yeah, I got Hewitt Trussville winning this one.
Hewitt Trussville.
And Thompson and Florence. Give me Talia Tungaloa, big win at home.
Yeah, Thompson advancing to the second round.
So right now my second round playoff consists of Theodore versus Auburn, Central Phoenix City versus McGill-Tulane, Hoover, Mountain Brook, and Hewitt Trussville Thompson. A big rematch. So a lot of good games. Looking forward to that next week. Let's move down to Class 6A. We've got a local team playing in Class 6A, the Oxford Yellow Jackets, and we're going to talk about their game in round one. Guys, let's start at the top. Hueytown versus Eufaula. We saw Hueytown come in and play Oxford last year, first round of the playoffs. It was very different. It's a very different Hueytown team, and I think Deion Lacey's got a little relative playing out there. Hueytown's been doing big things. Hueytown does big things in round one.
Yeah, I got Hueytown advancing to the second round.
I also got Hueytown.
I got a buddy who used to go to Wellborn. He's now at Saraland, and they're playing Stanhope Elmore, and Saraland wins in round one.
I got Saraland too.
I got Saraland. Stanhope
Elmore had that region. They had that region. And then my buddy Jaquan Foote from Opelika, the running back, just came in and wiped out Wetumpka and them and made a statement in that region. Excuse me, I'm wrong about that. It's not Stanhope Elmore. They played them in non-region and waxed them. Either way, did you make your pick yet? Saraland. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so off track today. Park Crossing and Bessemer City. That's probably one of the closest games that's going to be played in round one. But I'm going with Park Crossing in a tight one.
I'm going to have to agree with the name of Park Crossing.
Park Crossing.
Opelika and St. Paul's. Again, my man Jaquan Foote plays for Opelika, and they're going to take down St. Paul's. I'm going with Opelika. They're going to make a deep run.
I don't want y'all to think that I'm just agreeing with naming, but I'm going to go with Opelika too.
St. Paul?
No.
Nice team.
No, he plays for Butte-Trustwell.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm going Park Crossing also.
How about Wetumpka and Daphne?
Not true.
This isn't the Daphne it used to be at 09. This is a different Daphne. So Wetumpka.
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 Give me Hillcrest Tuscaloosa over Sydney Lanier. I guess that's how you say it. I don't know.
Hillcrest.
Hillcrest.
This is one I like. Benjamin Russell and Spanish Fort. Spanish Fort has one heck of a squad in Class 6A. Everybody's been talking so highly of them since preseason, and they've really just backed it up. And I've got Spanish Fort again. I've got them in the state championship game. I'm going Spanish Fort over Benjamin Russell.
I'm going to disagree with name. I got Benjamin Russell.
I also got Spanish Fort. Spanish Fort always good.
Ben Russell doesn't compete in this game, my friend. McAdory and Carver GW or GW Carver and McAdory. Let's just keep it straight, McAdory.
McAdory.
I'm going with Carver.
How about Fort Payne versus Gardendale? I'm going Fort Payne.
Yeah, Fort Payne. I think
Region champs.
I'm also going with Fort Payne.
If I'm not mistaken, they already played this season. No, Hazel Green played Gardendale. Okay. Homewood versus Athens. I'm going with Homewood.
I'm going to go with Homewood as well.
Homewood.
Pinson Valley and Albertville. Not much to really say about this one. Pinson Valley.
Yes, Pinson Valley. Easy.
Pinson Valley.
I've got Muscle Shoals over Minor.
Same.
Muscle Shoals.
Hartselle, the only undefeated team, or excuse me, one of the only two undefeated teams in Class 6A, and they're playing Pelham. I'm going Hartselle over Pelham.
They're undefeated, and I think they're going to keep being undefeated.
Hartselle.
Clay Chalkville and Mae Jemison. There isn't no John Petty, and this isn't basketball, but Clay Chalkville.
Yeah, Clay Chalk.
I'm going with Clay Chalkville.
Jackson Olin, the second undefeated team, and this team is my favorite to win Class 6A. Big upset I've got in the semis over Pinson Valley. I'm going with Jackson Olin. Two guys playing the North-South game, two guys playing the Alabama-Mississippi game, two guys playing in the Under Armour game. Enough said about the two top recruits from Jackson Olin.
Yeah, easily Jackson Olin. They're a better team.
Yeah, I'm going with Jackson Olin.
Hazel Green hosts the Oxford Yellow Jackets. Hazel Green lost 16-0 to Gardendale in regular season, and because of the way Oxford put it to Gardendale, I've got to think that Oxford's going to win against Hazel Green.
Yeah, I think Oxford's going to pull out the dub on them.
I'm going with Oxford also.
Give me Titus Smith-Lindsay's offense by about 30. Let's move down to Class 5A, and we're going to start, and this one's, we've got a couple teams playing with Etowah, Alexandria, Southside, Boaz, so them four teams are all in there. We've got Ramsey and Charles Henderson. Charles Henderson is the same team I predicted to beat Oxford earlier in the season, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
How bad did Oxford beat them?
Bad.
It's like 61-0, something like that. Give me Ramsey like 71-0. I've got Ramsey. This team is a powerhouse.
Yeah, I got Ramsey for the exact reason.
I'm going with Ramsey also.
Chilton County. Did we not just see Chilton County come into Alexandria last Friday night? And if Alexandria beat them, imagine what Jackson's going to do to them. I've got Jackson over Chilton County.
Just like Name say, easily Jackson.
I got Chilton County.
Well, that's exactly why I've got Greenville over Fairfield.
Yeah, I got Greenville too.
I got Greenville.
Bibb County over, I don't even know what that's, Citronelle or Central, I don't even know, but I've got Bibb County.
Bibb County.
Bibb County.
Demopolis versus Faith Academy. This isn't volleyball again, or I'd be going with Faith Academy. So I'm going with Demopolis. It's a different sport.
Same thing as naming.
Hopefully no buzzer beaters take place.
Demopolis.
Let's keep going down to Pleasant Grove and Beauregard. Pleasant Grove goes on the win. I think pulls an upset over Beauregard.
Yes, I think same thing for Pleasant Grove.
I got Beauregard.
Vigor, the top team in Class 5A, ranked number 1, hosting Central Tuscaloosa, and I think they get the win.
Yeah, same thing as naming. Number 1 ranked team.
All right.
Briarwood Christian versus Valley. Briarwood Christian's my favorite to make the state championship game in Class 5A due to the experience last season. I'm going Briarwood Christian over Valley.
Looking for an upset, I'm going to say the Valley.
Briarwood Christian.
Madison Academy versus Alexandria. Coach Gann, it's been good. It's really been a fun first season. But what you're about to step in, my friend, is what we call the Mustangs, and they don't play. Okay, I'm going to Madison Academy.
Yeah, I'm not going to, Alexandria, I don't really think they got a chance against Madison
No,
Academy.
none.
I think Madison.
They could call Dr. Eric Cahoon to come out of hiding since we played him in the quarterfinals and they'd still win.
I got Madison Academy just because they're at home.
If you think it's gonna be a game, you're wrong, my friend. When you have guys like Kerryon Johnson, let me finish. You got guys like Kerryon Johnson who is running the ball for the Detroit Lions. Now I still remember. I watched.
What does that have to do with today?
Listen, I'm just saying because they build them athletes and prospects. I still remember though when Madison Academy came to the Hill. I don't want you people to forget this. I watched DJ Roden put him on his back 1v1, and he's playing.
He didn't try on his back.
He put him on his back.
He stood on.
He put him on his back.
It's
just like Madison Academy's going to put Alexandria on their backs all freaking game long. Clay Central and corner. Clay Central going to do the same thing Madison Academy's doing to Alexandria on the other side of the field, on the other side of the state, and they're going to whack the corner, whoever that is. I didn't even know that school existed till now. They need to stay in their corner, okay? I'm going with Clay Central.
Yeah, Clay Central as well.
I'm going with Clay Central.
Etowah and Gunnersville. My granddad's a Gunnersville alumni. Granddad, Gunnersville sucks this year, so I'm just going to have to go with Etowah as one of the only undefeated teams. Excuse me, they are the only undefeated team in Class 5A. Etowah's defense is too strong for them Gunnersville Wildcats.
Etowah undefeated for a reason. I got Etowah.
Etowah.
Russellville and Centerpoint, guys. I'm just going to be real with you. I don't have a clue who either one of these are. I just know Russellville wins a lot, so I'm going with Russellville.
Same reason. Name said I'm going with Russellville.
I'm going with Centerpoint.
Okay, how about Jasper and Sylacauga? Can you believe Sylacauga is 7-3 and Mumford almost beat them? Jasper, I don't even need to say no more. Why would Mumford? Why would Jasper? Just Jasper.
I'm not gonna disagree.
Well, you're dumb.
Sylacauga.
You're dumb.
Sylacauga.
You're dumb.
Jasper.
I'm actually going to use Jasper's volleyball team, and that student section is going to be on fire after that volleyball state championship, and they're going to take that momentum into the football game, and they're going to wax Sylacauga just like Southside's going to wax Brewer. What's that? Man, I forget his name every time I start to talk about Southside. What's
running
that?
back?
Yes. God.
Just call him Southside running back.
No, what's his name though?
No, I don't know.
God. Anyway, Southside, I think, again, I'm talking to you, Southside's my sleeper team. They're going to make a deep run. Just wait on it because of that running back.
Yeah, I got Southside as well.
I got Southside.
Mortimer Jordan and Dora, well, I've wrestled both, and both are better than me. And Mortimer Jordan's way better than Dora in football, and Mortimer Jordan.
Yeah, I'm one of majority.
East Limestone, I guess they're digging gold, and they're going to dig gold over Boaz and get a win.
I'm taking Boaz.
East Limestone.
Trying to make it fun, guys. Like I said, we're predicting a lot of games. How about Lincoln and Alabama Christian Academy? You know, if Alabama Christian Academy just didn't suck as bad as they suck, I'd pick them. But unfortunately, I am going with Lincoln.
Ooh, I'm about to disagree with name. I'm going Alabama Christian.
Yeah, I want to so bad.
I'm going Alabama.
I want to so bad. I just can't.
You can.
I can't. Hillcrest Evergreen. I mean, we are out in the land field, my guys. We're playing Sipsey Valley. They need to sip their sippy bottles because they're going back home. Hillcrest wins.
Yeah, okay. Hillcrest Evergreen.
Hillcrest.
Headland and Talladega. There's going to be a deer in the headlights. I'm going with Headland over Talladega. Nigel Scales, sorry, bud. Pack your bags and head on home.
Yeah, Talladega isn't as strong as the team. Not as strong as the team, but I watched that first game. I got Headland.
Headland.
How about Montevallo killing Lincoln last week? And they've got Andalusia, Montevallo. Montevallo. This isn't the college either.
Yeah, Montevallo.
The way they're playing it is.
Montevallo.
Alabama, I mean, American Christian and Williamson. American Christian is legit. I'm talking about, American Christian. They just slaughtered Williamson. Williamson sounds like a last name. I didn't even know a school exists with that name, to be honest with you.
American Christian easily.
American Christian.
Montgomery Catholic. Just no, not anything. I'm just kidding anyway. Zachary Van Osk, one of the top wrestlers in the nation for Montgomery Catholic. Derek Wells, one of the top quarterbacks in the nation for Montgomery Catholic. I'm just kidding. I don't even know if that's real, but I'm going Montgomery Catholic.
Oh, the Hopeville. I got Hopeville.
Whoa! What?
I got Montgomery.
Okay, yeah, you're the smart one. UMS Wright and West Blockton. West Blockton.
West Blockton.
UMS Wright.
UMS right.
Yeah. Well, top team. I mean, they really remind me of Remember the Titans. The way their uniforms is, the way they play. I mean, West Blockton sounds like something that I played with in elementary school. The West one they used to win. Henley and Trinity Press, but you know what the rest is. And when I first read this, I thought it was Trinity from around here, and I was like, what kind of game are we playing? Like, Coach Strange's about to walk to this team. He's still going to walk through them, literally. I mean, Trinity. Hanley. I'm going with Hanley. Hanley.
Yeah, I'm going with Hanley.
Hanley.
I'm going with Hanley.
Brooks, you know Brooks, that's just the beast's last name, and they're going to beat Oniana because of that. I mean, let's be honest, guys. I mean, Brooks is 8-2, one of my favorites. So Brooks, yeah, make your pick.
No, Brooks.
Northside and DAR Kate Duncan-Smith. When I first read this, I thought it was Kenny Stone. I was like, daggone, Jacksonville's elementary school just as good as their varsity. I mean, I've got, give me Northside. I mean, North Pole, whatever. I'm going Northside.
Northside.
Jayville and Rogers. Call Mr. Uncle Rogers. He's coming down on the road, and he's come to Jayville. And Ron Wiggins. I mean, when we have to, I mean, no comment, Jayville. Close game.
Yeah, man, I got JBL winning. I got them putting up a lot of points.
I also got Jackson.
St. John Paul II versus Good Hope. And again, when I first read this, I thought it said Center of Hope. I was like, that goes my church. You got a football team out here grinding in the playoffs. You know what I mean? Anyway, give me a St. John at quarterback over Jayville.
Yeah, St. John is good.
I need to check the time, guys, to be honest with you guys.
You said
Yeah.
St. John over Jackson.
Look, I done got a phone call from St. John Paul's. It looks like that area code. Ain't that something? They just read me. Anyway, what was you saying, son?
You just said St. John Paul over Jayville, not Good Hope.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, give me St. John's quarterback over Good Hope. Not Center of Hope, Good Hope. Lee Witherspoon versus Curry. That's practically what it is. It's Lee Witherspoon versus Curry and every other team in the state of Alabama. Curry, I miss Curry. I'm going with North Jackson over Curry. Poor Curry. I wonder what he's been up to. You know what I mean?
Oh, man, I got North Jackson just good. I got North Jackson.
I got North Jackson.
Hoax Bluff. Hoax Bluff. That name's just freaking fire, bro. Hoax Bluff. They about to say no smoke, no smoking. Hoax Bluff, and they about to run all over Central Florence. I want to say Phoenix.
Yeah, I got Hoax Bluff, Devin.
Darien Meads over Central Florence.
Fayette County versus Randolph. There is no county at the end. And due to that, I'm going with Fayette County. I'm going with the county.
Yeah, I'm going Fayette County.
Randolph, and you know, I wonder if this is the. And when I first read these names, I think, is this the Randolph Parks in Anniston or whatever? Fayette County's. I mean, I got Fayette County big. It's big. This team beat Sac/and Simmons. Come on. You got Fayette County. I know you got Fayette County.
Every team with
Randolph, we need to stay in Anniston. I'm just saying.
Are legit.
Dessler. Now, they may need Tuskegee or whatever. Tuskegee. What does that say? I can't read. What does that say? Help me out, buddy.
Tuskegee.
Yeah, they going to need that college, Tuskegee, to come play for them against Anniston because Coach Rico's white team is on fire.
Tuskegee sucked, though.
I done forgot the kid's name. What was I about to say? I was about to talk about Anniston's running back. Yeah, Darionte Bell. That's the kid's name. He got 2 touchdowns last week. He wants me to come to the game. I'll be at Hazel Green. I'm going with Anniston over Dessler.
Yeah, I'm going with Anderson in the second round.
Dessler.
They need to cook me up some hash browns, I'm telling you. Winfield and Houston Academy. Coach Houston, he's going to make that trip down to Winfield and see if his team can get a win. Not really. Winfield, it's win on the field for a reason. I'm going with Winfield.
Probably Winfield as well.
This is Class 3, by the way.
Winfield.
Flummerton, we just call them teams whatever we want to call them. I mean, Montgomery Academy. It ain't Madison Academy, it's Montgomery Academy, but they're still going to win on the road. I'm going Montgomery Academy over Falafel Waffle or whatever their name is.
I'm going with Falafel Waffle.
I'm going with Montgomery Academy.
Pike County versus the good food fighters. I'm going with Pike County over you know who. Enough said.
I got Oakland.
I'm going with Pike County.
Beulah. Hey, Miss Griffin's from Beulah, and they're playing Thomasville. Well, she's at Wellborn now, and Thomasville's still in Thomasville, and they're going to beat Beulah.
I got Beulah.
Thomas.
My buddy plays for St. James, not football, wrestling, but they've got a tough one against T.R. Miller. But we're talking St. James, man. That just sounds like something you would hear in the 1880s Civil War. St. James, you feel me? They're going to win.
I got St. James.
TR.
Is this the same Providence that plays in March Madness? Because they're going to need some winning luck like that against Lamar County. I'm going with Providence.
I got Providence too.
I got Lamar County.
I can't even deal with myself. Wicksburg. Man, I thought that was in Mississippi. They're playing Gordo. Oh, no, that's Vicksburg. Okay. Gordo and Wicksburg. They need some wicked help because Gordo's about to put it all to them.
Yeah, I got Gordo as well.
I also got Gordo.
Weaver Beavers have got Westminster Christian on the road, and Weaver Beaver, your otter has run out. And Westminster Christian, you keep doing what you're doing. Westminster Christian over Weaver.
I got Weaver because they're just playing a tough region.
I got Weaver also.
It's also the Bearcats, not the Beavers.
Hey.
Excuse me, I apologize for that. The dude got killed, Allison. He went on a trip to Tennessee
he
last
was
week.
on
I seen that.
Where?
He went to yeah.
Pike Road and Mobile Christian. Mobile Christian. I skipped it because Pike Road, I mean, seriously. We got a Pike County, Pike Road. They might as well have a, I don't even know, Pike Tree, I guess. I mean, I'm going with Mobile Christian.
I'm going Pike Road.
I'm going Mobile Christian.
Now, this isn't Winfield, this is Midfield. They're cousin, and they're playing Pisgah in round one, and they're going to win because Pisgah, this isn't baseball, this is football. And they suck. They're 4-6. I really wish we was in their region because we would have probably won it. Midfield. They're going to stay at midfield until Westminster comes in next week.
I got Midfield winning.
I got Midfield.
Clements and Piedmont. I mean, seriously. Really? Clements? We can't do better than that? Seriously. Let's just give them their win. Piedmont, they're going to win anyway. We know that's what we're going to make sure that happens.
Yeah, man, I got Piedmont winning over Clements.
I also got Piedmont.
Lauderdale County and Randolph County.
Randolph County easily.
Yeah.
Wedowie and Rogersville. Come on, man. 2 places in the sticks. I'm going Randolph County. Fultondale and Plainview. They're going to look plain on the field. They're going to look plain dumb when Fultondale comes in there and does what they do best, and that's wreck their house. Fultondale or Plainview.
Yeah, I got Fultondale as well.
Fultondale.
Colbert Heights versus Sachs. Man, I hate it for Colbert Heights. You're sitting there praying and praying and praying, and then you see freaking Sachs coming in. I mean, you need to stay at another height if you're going to beat them because this team is legit, and they're legit till about round 3, and you hit Randolph County again, then we know what happens. But Sachs over Colbert Heights.
Yeah, I got Sachs as well.
I got Sachs also.
Again, they need that same college that we saw earlier. I can't pronounce it. Let's move down to Class 2A. Let me check my time again because the Lord knows we're taking forever. Reeltown and Daleville. Give me Uncle Real. He's working on them railroads out there. Let me give Reeltown over Daleville.
I got Reeltown, Delvin.
Reeltown.
Leroy over New Brockton.
Leroy.
Yeah, Leroy.
Abbeville over Vincent. How did they make the freaking
That's what I'm
playoffs?
thinking.
Yeah.
Man, I guess they just, I don't even know what they did. They
Just the
took,
same Vincent?
did they take a freaking hat and just draw teams this year?
Off White
Seriously?
Plains Vincent?
Yes, that Vincent. The same Vincent that has sucked for like 6 years now. And they're playing Abbeville. Well, Abby, you're getting you a win this Friday night, sweetie. You're going to beat Vincent, okay? Because they ain't good.
Yeah,
Laverne and Southern Choctaw. We're talking about Indians now, man. I talk about it. Laverne over Southern Choctaw. Choctaw. I just love saying that. Choctaw.
I got Laverne.
It's like saying Cherokee.
Laverne.
Choctaw. You remember the Choctaw Indians used to come all around the borders and everything? Highland Homes. Church of the Highlands, y'all gonna get a win Friday night, my friends. As long as we praising Jesus, Highland Home wins against Chickasaw. Seriously, my dad, go man, Choctaw, Chickasaw. I could do a dance. Choctaw, Chickasaw, Choctaw,
I
Chickasaw.
got Holland Home.
Holland Hall.
I've never heard of that, Highland Home. Geneva County and Lafayette.
Yeah, Lafayette.
Lafayette.
I like Cottage Cheese and Cottage Hill. They're gonna beat Goshen.
Yeah, I got Cottage Hill easily.
Thorsby versus that team that I don't know how to pronounce the name, guys, but it's something to do with an airplane. But I can just tell by the way it looks. So I'm going with Thorsby, the old Rebels.
Yeah, I got Thorsby as well.
I got Thorsby.
1, 2, we're coming for you. 3, 4, lock your doors. 5, 6, 5 is going to run again, and they're going to win another state champion. And Cleveland, that's why you're Cleveland. You fired Hugh Jackson, and it hasn't helped you any. 5 is still going to win.
Yeah, I got Fife winning over Cleveland.
Fife.
Tarrant over Colbert County, Colbert County over Tarrant.
Terry.
Colbert County.
Ohatchee over Cedar Bluff.
Oh, Hatchet easily.
Ohatchee.
Red Bay, man, I remember Red Bay. I was back in about 8th grade. They're gonna get a win over Winston County.
Yeah,
Tell Mr. Winston the Meister it's time to go back home.
I got Red Bay as well.
All right,
Red Bay.
Addison over Soldier. We gotta wrap this up.
Addison.
Addison.
Give me a fire stick, Ramburn
Rammer.
over North Sand
Yeah,
Mountain.
Lambert.
Very intriguing first round matchup. Aliceville versus Sheffield.
Addison.
Alice in the Wonderland. Collinsville and Westbrook Christian.
Westbrook Christian. Got Rainbow City.
I got Collinsville. Class 1A. We're going to end this one with this one. Give me Lynette over Florola.
Yeah, I got Lynette as well.
Lynette.
Mary and Joe and Isabella. Poor Isabella. She's been sick for a couple weeks now. She's done lost 3 in a row. I'm going with Mary and Joe.
Dixon Mills. Marinville.
Georgiana. We call them teams from... Oh, my bad, bro.
Go. Just go.
You got Mary and Joe anyway, don't you?
Just go.
Georgiana. They couldn't make it in Georgia, so they moved to Alabama, and they got Notasulga. Georgiana.
I got Georgiana.
Georgiana.
Maplesville finds a way to win. They're going to do that over Sweetwater.
Yeah, I got Maplesville.
I got Sweetwater.
I got Linden over Millry.
Yeah, Linden.
Landon.
I got Elbow over Billingsley.
Same.
Elba.
I got St. Luke's over Francis Marion.
Actually, I didn't pick this, but I'm just going to go with Francis Mary.
You're dumb.
Dude, they
Suck. Who you got?
same person.
I got Wadley over Brantley.
Yeah,
Wiley.
Mars Hill Bible. Tell you about that team right there. It don't matter if you're playing football, volleyball, basketball, baseball. It don't matter if we're playing hockey. They still going to find a way to win Class 1A. Mars Hill Bible.
Same.
Mars Hill Bible.
Donahoe. Oh, they're going to be Coosa Christian.
Yeah, I got Donovan. They just been on fire.
Donahoe.
South Lamar over my buddy Coach Phillips.
Yeah, I got sophomore.
Bear Creek. I ain't never heard of a Bear Creek. I tell you, I wouldn't mind going in a creek as hot as it is in here. R.A. Hubbard versus Winterboro. I'll go R.A. Hubbard.
I'm going to Winterboro.
Winterboro.
Give me Falkville over Talladega County Central.
Falkville.
Falkville.
I like Pickett, so I'm going Pickens County over Cherokee.
Pickens.
Spring Garden over Decatur Heritage.
Yeah, Spring Garden.
Spring Garden.
And I ain't ever heard of a team with a name as this, but I'm going with a Waterloo. That's correct. Waterloo, not Waterloo.
Yeah, I'm going Waterloo.
I'm going with Hubbardsville.
Guys, as we wrap things up, great first round picks from everyone. A little fun, and again, this is high school game day. We'll see you next week for round 2 on the Game Day. Brought to you by Gameday.